So if the hand plays out differently here, as in the flop action is different, then I think we call, right? But it goes check, check, bet, check, raise, call, call. You know, jam, call, call, jam. I think bottom set is probably losing here. Oh, wow. Sick. Nice. Come on, dude. Come on, chat. Let's go. Let's go. Best player in the room but me, KP. KP was one of those guys I played with in the local card room. It's true. You remember it a little differently than me, KP, but hey, man, I'm not gonna take you to task on it. Okay. It's big blind here. What do I want to do with fives, fours, threes? I don't know, actually, here. I don't know. I just folded a set, man. The 125 bounty in play, too. So sick. How sick is it? It's like when sports people are the best in the school and they beat the best of the other schools in the other cities, the best of the whole country, and then it doesn't mean shit if you're the best at your school or town. Yeah, for sure. Well, and the other thing is, C-Driver, like, man, there's kind of just like a measuring contest online sometimes, and I just don't buy it, you know? Like, some of it is a ton of people gave me crap in the early days of me being a assigned pro and a streamer, and like so many people told me I suck. And there was people making content, like really popular content creators that were making content essentially saying that I suck. And well, I'm just kind of like spiteful of that whole thing, which is like, hey dude, you know, like everyone sucks in relation to someone and everyone's good in relation to someone else, and you're kind of just being an asshole, you know? You know what I mean? So it's like, I don't know, man. I just don't see the point. I don't see the point of interacting that way in the world. It just shows a lot of weakness to me. One word, handkerchief. Save on laundry mate. Handkerchief. Last time I heard that word, it's from my late grandfather. He was 83. Jeffrey. Okay? Jeffrey, bro. No one uses that word anymore, Jeffrey. We've moved on. And yeah, I sneeze sometimes, bro. But if you're telling me I can't use my shirt to block the sneeze in my own basement on a Sunday grind, bro, you've got something wrong, Jeffrey. Something's broken, bro. Old River. I mean, we beat very little with aces. I don't think they're going to value bet any worse hands there. Ace King maybe, but we block Ace King with aces, so. That's it. That's it, man. Exactly. Open under the gun, call on the button. Some bets, some checks. I kind of like betting this hand, though. And then here, I'm going to check raise. Hope they will fold, obviously. You know what I didn't look at enough is Prebin's stack. It gets really awkward if Prebin goes all in here. Against Talal, I think we're priced in at this point, but it really sucks against Prebin, to be honest. Anyways, we win ace-3. We open Yens. 3 bets. Oh, man. I don't know what to do with this hand, to be honest. It hurts. All right, so we're half stack in the Super 530 and the Super 215. We're triple stack in the Grand in 5th place right now. We are 3 stacks plus a bit in this 525 bounty. We're 1.5 stacks in this 800. And then we are 1.5 stacks in this 530 bounty. Still waiting to get in 2 tournaments on the side when we have space. It's on the line. We raise 7-8. We raise 8-9. 7-9 offsuit is on the edge, but I think we'll go for an open. I think check is good. This hand. Buddy, I'm watching you streaming while I have a regular job. You're one of the best in there. Simple as that. Keep it up. Thanks, man. Thank you. Thank you. Appreciate it. I had a lot to learn for sure, but, you know, I was spending all my time on it at that time, so. Poker's a kind of weird social media scene that is pretty toxic, at least how I remembered it compared to other scenes back in the day. It's a pretty weird, it's a bit of a bubble, dude. The poker community and conversation is a little bit bubbled up 100%. Or at least it's just like, I don't know. My upbringing was probably bubbled up as well, right? So I'm interacting with a bunch of different cultures and a bunch of different like backgrounds that I just wouldn't be exposed to if I wasn't in poker, right? It's like really international from all sort of different fields, but like, yeah, it's much more hostile and like just less kind and more negative and more egotistical than like other communities that I was around growing up, you know, which is not fun. You know, it's not like, that's not what I want. I don't think it's a good way that our game is. I think our game should be better. I think it's probably one of the weakest parts of this game is that our community, from my point of view, does not hold a lot of merit in a lot of spots. It's just like kind of not very supportive. Just kind of sucks in a lot of ways. But, you know, the game is great, and there is great people in poker. And there is some great communities, and there's awesome people, and so it's not all doom. But, you know, there's some doom. Jackson to ace is here. Too bad. Is what it is. Flat spree. We're going broke there no matter what. And we're going to be all in for 5 blinds. But we have a lot of pots going on right now. So let's... This river is a little complex. I'm not getting value from a 10, right? So like Jack 10's not calling river. Ace 10's not calling river. King Queen is in the range. King Jack makes top pair. I can get paid from King Jack here. For sure. I think I win here. Yeah. King Queen gets there, but it's just not many combos. They have 10s full sometimes. They don't have Ace Jack unless Ace Jack has spades. Maybe they have some Ace Jack. So I'm gonna bet the river. I'm definitely worried about a check raise, right? Like I'm really concerned if they go all in. But they fold, so it's all right. It's good. Good turn. Do we go all in here and try and get folds, or do we just call? I think we just go all in here. I mean, if we can get a fold from like ace 5, it's the dream, right? Unfortunately, 960 pair takes us out. We bust the 215. We can re-enter though, and I say yes. We're gonna get back in there, even though we're waiting on other tournaments. I just can't pass up the Super 215, bro. It's too good of a tournament, man. Still using handkerchiefs here in Craig Lockhart. You should have learned that. I don't know, dude. It wasn't on my to-do list in Scotland. Sub hype coming in. Lansdall dropping the sub. Can we get some love in the chat, please, for Lansdall? Thank you very much, man. 66 months. Hope all is well, Jamie. Have a great Sunday. Thank you, bro. Things are good. Things are good. I'm happy. We're grinding. Triple stack, quadruple stack. Sunday poker, baby. Let's go. Thank you very much for the support. 5.5 years officially in the house. Lansdall. Sixes against Helmet Jans Arens. Win this flip, Dottie. Come on now. We do run pretty good against Jens, to be honest. We do. We run pretty hot. In general, I would say we're running hot today. And we have some big stacks, but like we're winning a lot of all-ins right now. It's pretty good. Let's bet here. Shaheen, how's it going, neighbor? Good, man. Good, good, good. Life's good. Good stacks. How about you? You playing? Oh, it's gorgeous. Over the queen 10. And get a call in the big blind from Baby Shark. Doo-doo. Okay. Ace 4 deuce, all spades here. Just gonna bet. Remember reading that old 2+2 thread about 4-letter personality tests? It was pages and pages of people saying INTJ. That's what I mean by special. I got INTJ too, so I have the pass to make fun of it. Yeah, man. Yep. True. Well, I don't, like, here's the thing as well is that poker just trains you so much to think, to solve problems in terms of expected value, right? So you just solve for economic output hundreds and thousands and millions of times. You just solve for EV. But if you apply that to real life, like, you miss things that are important, in that sometimes you're not always solving for maximum dollars, you know? And then sometimes situations that come up in life, you're not actually opponents. So like when you're being an asshole to someone, like, yeah, you can exploit someone's rationale or argument, you know? Like, they can say something that's wrong and you can exploit it like you would in poker. You can find the hole and break it. But like, they're also not the enemy, and it's not a competition, right? And that's like, sometimes I feel like that just plays out in poker, where people just use this logic and rationale that's been trained in poker again and again and again and again and again, and they just use it in real life, and it's combative, you know? It's combative, and it doesn't have to be. And like, also guilty as charged, by the way, at times. But like, that seems to be lost on people sometimes, you know? Sometimes it's just nice to meet normal people, man, you know? Just like straight up normal people that are not high stakes poker players, you know? Call river, for sure. For sure, for sure, for sure. No! The 7 Dewey, bro? Re-up. Rip. Ace 9's okay. There's no small blind here. Middle position, probably a fold. Prebin goes to the open, so we fold for sure now. 10th place, 36 minutes to register. It needs another 15 people. Sure. I think with my big bet sizing on the turn, it's too thin to bet river here, especially when Prebin has the most 2 pairs and straights. I think we should check. Fold queen 10, all these reshove stacks here. Have you ever competed at WSP? I'm assuming that's World Series of Poker. Yes. I've been 3 times, I think. One time I went and I played 3 1Ks and 1500s. One time I went and played a 1500 and 800 in the main event. And then one time I went and played a 600 Colossus. So I've played 3 years a World Series of Poker. It's been quite a few years now since I've been though. I haven't been for like maybe 5 years now, I think. 4 or 5 years. 4 years, I think. Call turn. Call turn here. And then fold river. On most rivers, I guess. Like, there's maybe some rivers you could find the hero call, but mostly just give up, I'd say. Doesn't seem like we have a great candidate to hero call here either. It's an option. To bluff, I mean, not to hero call, to bluff. We probably want a diamond to bluff. We probably would like the 9 to bluff as well. Yeah, I'll fold. Got a bluff river here. Bet flop, check, check, turn. Bluff river. I think pretty big as well. Want a bit of sizing where you can still have 2 pairs and stuff like that, but also where they can't just like stick in the call super easily. Let's go. 3.7 million. Yo, Stefan Leondo. I'm glad to hear that, man. Cheers. I hope it was with Party Poker, if you're in a place where you can play on Party Poker. But congratulations on the success, man. Keep it up. Yes, dude, I thought about that so many times. I've seen myself using poker thinking in normal life so many times. I've learned that it's not always the best thing to do. Yeah. Like, it's really helpful in some ways to be able to solve, complex questions with a bunch of variables, but you can really easily get what you're solving for wrong if you don't input it correctly. You know? Heart's pretty good. Ace is good. Let's go. It's 21,000. Like, for example, when someone is having a discussion with you, you can solve for the truth, right? You can solve for the truth, or you can solve for the strongest argument. But then in some scenarios, you're not actually solving for the truth as the strongest argument. You're just talking with a human being and understanding their perspective, and that's not the point. Oh, we limp here? Yeah, I think we limp. Just a really strong hand. I think we want to induce with ace-king. I wonder how much poker has changed my personality. Yeah. I think poker is really, really good practice in a lot of ways for like complex systems, you know? Or like making decisions with uncertain information and a lot of variables that you have to measure. It's like really, really good practice at being able to sort of hang in the pocket of those really difficult spots, from my point of view. But yeah, it reduces life to decisions sometimes, which is probably not fair. It takes away flavor. We think about the same things, I think, C. Jarves. Damian Salas. Didn't Damian Salas win the main event or something? He's won a bracelet. I'm not sure what Damian Salas won, but it's something really big. Forget. They fold ace-9. We open. Get 3-bet from Vojtek. Stacks are really good to do this year. We have a pretty good hand to do it with as well. Vojtek's a great player and has a chip advantage on us, so it's definitely going to put some pressure on us, I'd say. Check back seems good here. But then how are they going to react to our 4-bet? I don't know. Like, I don't know how much Vojtek looks into that and or what they think about my 4-betting frequency, but... Small bet, we call. And then make tough decision here on the river when they jam, right? Because they're probably going to jam. I mean, not always, but probably. How sick is Vojtek, man? Chip leader. So we have ace jack, ace queen, ace king, ace 6, ace 3, ace 4 suited at some frequency, all of these. We have some jacks. We have the one combo of aces. We don't have sixes. We have things like king queen and king 10 and queen 10. And king X suited as well. The thing is, our range is quite capped, but I think I'll fold. I'm not sure. Seems close. Seems close. We did 4-bet pre, so I mean, it's all right. Ten three four, two hearts. I think we could check in theory sometimes here. I think the default is just bet though. We do have all these broadways and stuff that miss this board. We have some ace highs that miss this board as well. Some check some bets here for sure. I think I've changed my mind. I'm gonna check. I've changed my mind, dude. Like, of course, impulsively, you just want to bet. Like, good hand. Nut flush draw. Bet. But we win some really big pots sometimes. When we make flushes, we check back flop, you know? Yeah, I'll go for a big bet. I think you have another choice here on the turn. Do you want to show down a6 on the river? Or do you want to try and bluff like small and middling pairs on this king, which is so good for your range? I think we'll go for the bigger bet here on the turn. Especially with the upside of sometimes hitting hearts. And if we get check raise small, we can call with the nut flush draw or whatever. And we bluff river. Think about what our bluffs are going to be in the spot to check back flop. It has to be like ace 6, ace 7, ace 8 primarily. Probably don't expect ace queen and ace jack to bet this way, so we have a pretty limited bluffing range here. So we go for the bet. And we can live with it either way, whether we get called or not. I think it's a hand we should bluff. I think we have a choice on the flop as to whether we want to bet. I like the bet on the turn though. I think it's better than I think it's better than checking and just showing down. Let's go. Check jam here against Great Dent with the bounty in play. We have the flush draw and the gutter, and then we also have a bunch of these 2-pair combos. So let's go. All right, man. Things are going well. Things are going well here. So we're going to 3-bet ace-3 here. This opening range is going to be a little wider with the 18 blind big blind. So if they fold, then they're going to be stuck with a slightly wider range with less incentive to be in the pot. Which is why I like 3-betting this ace-3, but it's like, it's not... If there's not this bounty situation, we just decide to 3-bet every offsuit ace here, we're going to have some problems, but I think it works out well here. All right. 2.5 stacks in the grands, just under starting stack in the Super 215, 60% stack in the Super 530. We have 2.5 stacks in this 888. It's paying 17. We're down to 47. We are 4.5 stacks in the 525, and then 130% starting stack here. Really good stuff. Some more high stakes coming. Poker Staples on Twitch back in a few minutes.
Calls with the nuts. Not advisable, but...
This chat keeps resetting for
Hello,
some reason.
everyone. What's up? Welcome back. Thanks for being here. Hope you're great. 6 great tables. 6 great tables. Everything's going well. Let's keep it up. Waiting to get into a 1K high roller and a 320 super on Party Poker. Super 109 has 18 minutes left to reg. I might have to miss the Super 109, which is so sad. It's not going to overlay or anything, though, so there's no extra value that way. Start the tunes again. Thanks, everyone, for hanging out today, man. It is a little weird one. Like, my sleep was short. Watched the F1, a little nap. So, yeah, we kind of fired up mid-grind, but it's been really good so far, and it's been nice chats, so thanks all for being here. Let's go, Beira 0510. Let's go. Ton of great players, man. I mean, it's just this tournament's tough, you know. Look at that, 8.7 million in cashes, man. Sick. Nemeth, 11 million in cashes. I mean, this is like these two guys are often playing like 200, 400 cash games, right? Like, and the rest of the table isn't easy. It's a very, very, very difficult tournament. This $888 tournament, and this table is super difficult, but even though some of these guys are some of the greatest players in the world, some of these high stakes cash games guys are not going to have the same nuance of like short stack play. It's like, yeah, they're going to play post flop perfectly and be really good at exploits, and they have great poker minds, of course, but it doesn't mean we need to panic and throw up our hands and like we can't do anything. It's like, no, dude, we got some finesse. Even against the greats, we got some finesse. It's all right. It's not like we're stepping into the boxing ring and like we have no shot. You know, there's a lot of variance in this game. And we're going to do a few things slightly better. And a lot of things slightly worse. A lot of things slightly worse, to be fair. But, you know, it's all right. Raising the 3-bet here. We're going to fold the ace-4. Ooh, 4-bet is not an option? I don't like it with that stack. So I think we're going to 3-bet fold here. Can we 3-bet fold here? No, I don't think we can, actually. I'll fold. But we can squeeze here, that's for sure. Come to Playground one time. Bad B jackpot is at 2 million. I've heard, bro. Apparently people be lining up for the Bad B jackpot. Not at the moment, dude. But love Playground. Just now's not the time for me. Prepping goes for the raise. A small 3-bet.
Moving on. What a beautiful day it is, man. Having a good time out there. Thanks all for being here. It's not actually a beautiful day outside. It's 22 degrees, but it's overcast. Been raining off and on today. Not super vibe on the weather today. Tomorrow's going to be gorgeous, though. Whoa. A lot of action. All right, we fold. 16 minutes left to get into the grand. It's overlaying currently 11 people. 88,668 collected. It's another 11. I guess 11.3. But usually you have some people that late reg, max, right at the end, a couple. So I bet it'll get like 95K or something. Do not cover for a bounty here. Shoving is fine, but I think call is better. Check, take it down. That's good. I didn't want to see a bet on the river. That would have been quite tough. Quite tough against ace king. Okay. King 6, not going to do it multi-way, bro. Got to pass on that one. Got to pass on that one, man. Beautiful day. Thanks, everyone, for being here. Back to our main bay. The 1K grand. And King 10, which is like on the edge here, I'd say. I'm going to fold. It's a tough table. I think I'm okay with the fold. Can I call with two bounties in play here? It's for 2/3 of a stack and then 1/3 of a stack. For two bounties. Closing the action. Feel like we probably can here. Good luck. Hit some cards. Club. Too bad. Seems like it's about 2/3 of a stack, but with two bounties and we have 4 stacks. I think it's okay to call. We definitely call really wide. I mean, 7-4 is obviously a junk hand, so I'm saying like we call almost any two. But good luck from Malmo, Sweden. Thank you, Malmo. MA55LO. I'm just gonna try and remember you as Malmo, man. Cheers.
Not a great 4-bet spot with the bounty on our head. And we'll fold the king 6. Raise the king 8 suited. Nice looking hand. Gotta fold to the 26 blind all in. Nothing we can do there. Kind of an interesting spot. Raise, call, call, call. Flop, ace, ace, deuce. We got backdoor diamonds as well. That's all it took. The tiny bet takes it down. Cool. Queen 10. And the big blind. We're not having a lot of things go the right way right now. But it's all right. Our chip stacks are not moving in the right direction, but it can change at any moment. I think I'm going to go 10,000 here and fold to a raise. We could just check here as well. Cool, we'll take it down, 43K, ace 8 in the small blind. Please punt, goes for the raise. I think call and 3-bet is good here. I'm going to do a little of both. Call this time. Just awkward to 3-bet fold this hand, right? I don't love jamming it for 28 blinds. So, yeah. I think sometimes call, sometimes 3-bet. Both are fine. Flop is ace, queen, jack. Pretty interesting. So we hit this board pretty hard, our range, right? When you think about what calls in the small blind, yeah, we have some total misses, you know, like 9-8 suited, 9-7 suited, 8-7 suited, like those sort of hands. But then most of our hands have a piece of this board in some capacity. I think ace 8 would be the middle strength, you know? We have hands like ace 9 suited sometimes. We don't often have ace queen or ace jack, which is a thing. We have king 10 though, you know. We have queen jack some. Queen jack's probably all in offsuit, or suited, sorry, offsuit. We're going to have at some frequency. Let's bet the river. Also all in with king jack here. Take it down with the ace 8. No call. We cover our opponent for a bounty and they have a half stack to start the hand. So king jack is a pretty wide jam in the spot. It's like not the best hand to go all in with often against the stack because they call with king queen and ace king, ace queen, ace jack. But like for us against the short stack with the extra bounty incentive, I think we want to force action pre-flop there. 125 bounty, good stuff. First bounty of the day, dude. For us. And up to 42K there. Tens in the 530. So mostly big bets, I think, on this board. I'm just trying to think if it's range or not. I'm going to say it's a check. I'm going to say we mostly bet 60% sizing on this board, but then we do check some. I think that's what our flop strategy is going to be. But, I mean, there's just so many flop textures to remember. I'm just trying to, you know, when it's wide range versus wide range here, just trying to figure out how best to play it. Too wide to value bet. Be trying to get called by like 8s through 3s that didn't 3-bit jam pre. And a deuce, I guess. I think half bet, half check here against the button. I think our range likes this card too much. We need to bet. I mean, we have like 5s, 6s, 7s as bluffs here. And that's about it. So like our actual hand, ace 10, does not love betting on the turn, but I just think that our pretty much our whole range wants to bet on the turn. There's a couple hands, king jack, king 10, queen jack, queen 10 that don't want to, but this is an awkward hand here as to what to do. King queen's in the range. Ace king, ace queen is not. Eights are probably not. I'm just wondering if I should check raise bluff or not. Blocking the straight, or if I should just call. Thing is, like, they're pretty capped on this board. I just don't think they're going to flat that often, so I think I'm going to call here. Just don't think they're going to flat ace king, ace queen, basically, you know? But there's a chance that we should just check raise bluff. If we have ace 10 without the heart, I probably just check raise, you know? I don't know, man. I don't know with that hand. It's just a weird one. To me, anyways. To me, it seems difficult. So we're all in here for 7 blinds. I think not quite with queen 7. Go to king queen in the grand. It needs another 3.5 players, and it's got 3 minutes left for reg. I think it'll hit the guarantee, actually. I think there'll be a couple people that'll hop in right at the end in the grand. 5-4 of diamonds. Probably a fold, I think, on 40 blinds. 2 reshove stacks. Good field, you know, tough field. I think it's fine to fold here. But it's the edge, you know. I'd raise 6-7 suited. And then I don't know about 6-5. I don't know. We'll raise to 6K here. Check, call river, I think, is the plan here. Maybe we should shove the turn, actually. Yeah, I changed my mind. I think there's not enough money behind to give free cards to diamonds, basically. Against a set of 6s, we are dead zoned, unfortunately. GG in the 888. GG. I'm not going to re-enter. We are waiting to get into some other tournaments. So let's, first of all, jam the river with a flush here. Occasionally run into full houses, but pretty rare. Raise 3-bet, call. Bet flop, bet turn, jam river. It's pretty sick if they have jacks, but I think we have it all in. Yeah, let's get this super 320 going. On table 4. And fold. All right, so here's the new 320. Going in. There we go. With a bounty. Ace jack, but with a bounty here. I mean, Chippy V is definitely a fold. The bounty, I wager it's a call. I think Chippy V, we call ace queen, right? The bounty just makes it worth it. I wish we had ace queen, though. Don't you? King, ace, jack. Oh, man. We're losing all the pots right now. Kind of sad. It's all right. It's all right. Double stack in the grand, double stack at the 525. Let's see how we do with the jacks in the 320 super. And there's still one tournament on the side we'd like to play if we have space. A 1K high roller. Still has 2 hours of late reg, but we don't have space at the moment for it, so. Need to hit the guarantee or frog poison. Yeah. Oh, no, it missed, dude. It missed by $332, by the way. $332. It's all right. Party Poker makes money on it. We all get to share the $332, the 42 of us. Printing, bro. Let's go. Grogu 8. Makes it 4,000. Okay. We call? Cafe Europa. Says raise. I think we have to fold here. Yeah. I think we got to fold, Donnie. What would they say? We've got action. I don't think we want action here, chat. You know what I mean? I think we've got a bit of danger at the moment. Oh, let's go. That's a flush. Let's go, Dottie. Come on. Let's go. And I've got good news over here in the 530 bounty. Raise under the gun. We call under the gun one with nines. We start with a bet with our set. I think it's good news. Is Jacks in the range? Of course. But so is a bunch of other stuff that we're crushing. So we feel good. And a small percentage of the time, we're going to feel a lot of pain here. I think we want to bet too big here. $76.50 sounds good to me. Seems about right. I'd say good cards. They have ace jack, king jack, queen jack. They have some flushes that just hit as well. I think we go for about here and expect to get called by a jack. Expect to get called by a flush. And occasionally raise too. And of course we'll call the raise in this spot. It's possible for our opponent to have smaller full houses here and raise. But I like the big bet instead of like, you know, wimpy bet and then hope we get check raised. Like, I don't know. I don't think we want that. Bet 20K and I don't think a jack can fold. Tank is on. Get called. We have a big stack at the 530 here. We were called by ace jack. Yeah. I mean, it can't fold. Can't fold. It's got a call, but I mean, respect for considering it for sure. It's painful for them. We can be value betting worse there, I'd say. Well, it's kind of tough. I mean, with king jack, it's yeah, maybe not. Maybe they only beat bluffs. But I will bluff. So I think you have a good calling hand.
We need to continue with king 4 here, I think. And we c-bets, and we call a c-bet. Our opponent, I would wager, checks at least half the time here on this board. Great turn. Big barrel. We fold. Kind of a fun run out. We're bluff catching still. Like if they jam the river, you know, it's like they have 4 or 5 straights. They have made clubs. They have full houses. They're 2 pairs of big counterfeits, so they're not going to value bet it anymore, I don't think, for all in. But we have a good bluff catcher with ace jack, you know, especially for a bounty. And they could bet worse here too. If they check raise bluffed with any jack, they'll be all in on this river. So yeah. They probably call down. If they have like 7s, 8s, 9s, 10s here, they probably have to call, right? That's good news as well. No love. Take it. Take it, take it, take it. Take it, take it, take it. Thanks everyone for being here today. You're pretty quiet, chat. The last chat message we had was 9 minutes ago. I understand though, everyone's on the grind, it's chill, it's whatever. But, you know, always appreciate it. A little chit chat here and there. Makes life a lot easier. Straight cleanup, $100 bounty for a half stack. We are going to hunt it here. We've been caught in a hunt. That's a good flop, though. I don't mind our equity 3 ways here. We've done it. Let's go, man. Let's go. Good news for us in the Super 215. So 100 bucks in bounties, and we're up to 220. Just like that, man. Love it. Raising the 1K, get a call, check of the flop, check of the turn. I think bluff river is my plan here. Okay. Just a big miss, bro. It's a big miss from us, so I don't mind including it in the river bluff line to match the river value bets, you know? Jacks. Love it. Love the jacks. I don't know if this is a 1-day tournament today or 2-day. Let's see if I can find out. It looks like it's a 1-day tournament. Yeah, 1-day tournament today. 203 left. Raise, get a call. King 10-9 on the flop. Check. Is this a check raise or a check call? Now I think it's a value bet on turn and river. They can have a king. It's possible. But they have a lot more 10x and 9x when they check back flop and the board pairs king, you know? And so if we have a chance to get it all in there against 10x or 9x, then I think we should take it, you know? All right, so we raise king jack, all in for a bounty for 7 blinds, and then all in for 5 blinds for a bounty. I don't think we want to fold here. There's 375 in bounties in play. We have king jack. This opponent is going to be extremely wide in this spot. I think the plan is just don't fold and probably shovel in money against this call as well if they call, because I think it'll be pretty weak. All right, here we go. Good luck, man. Ace 5, ace 10, king jack. I like the lineup, right? Really good chance to win this. Flop does not help us. Oh, turn's great. Okay, 61% though. We got to dodge a lot. No 3, no 8, no club. Color's good. No ace. I forgot to call the ace, bro. 61% for 375 in bounties and a lot of chips, man. That's painful. Bounty in play here, though, so don't sleep on it because we're probably going to get another shot at a 125 bounty here. Probably. Ooh. Tough. Call the min bet. Getting way too good of a price to fold, I think. And check call here. I think we have to check fold now 3 ways. Don't really love bluffing either. I think a 9's just going to find the call. So just check. And ooh, ace 10 and 7s. Could have beat those hands for sure. Back to our 1K. We're going to start with a check. Check raise small. I'm interested in that one on theory. In theory. They probably just bet a lot of the middle of their range there, which is why we get the check raise. But the funny thing is I say that as if like I know that we're supposed to check raise, and I of course don't. It just seems like it's right because you put a ton of hands in really tough spots when you play your range that way. Which... probably means I'm getting a little bit better at poker. If I think it's the right play, but I'm not really sure why, it probably means I'm taking some lessons from it all. But yeah, it's interesting, right? Because they can have 8x, but like when we think about them not 3-betting pre, our hand is pretty strong against their range, and their range bets probably a little bit too much there. All right, we're all in. We had 4 stacks in this bounty with no bounties. We're now down to 1 stack. It's been kind of sad. That said, in the 530 on table 6, we have 4 stacks in a bounty. So, I mean, we're just switching spots in tournaments, but hopefully, I don't know if we have them covered here. I think we do, actually. So this could be our first bounty. 326. Oh, man. We had them covered for 250. For a double bounty as well. That would have been sick. 1.7 million in the grand. We're doing okay. 36 left and 20 pay. Our stack is obviously not glorious though, right? Like we need to do some work to comfortably get in the money, but we're doing all right. We're doing fine. Jimmy, good luck today. How's the golf game going? I didn't get to play this week, unfortunately. I saw your post the other day. Did you get some clubs already? I equalized my best score yesterday with 84. Let's go. Beautiful round, 84. I don't have any clubs. What I wanted to do on the golf day this week was go to Golf Town and buy some used clubs. And I didn't make it for whatever reason. I forget what was going on. And so, yeah. But I want to buy some clubs, you know? It's kind of holding me back a little bit in that I rented some clubs, but they were terrible, bro. They were really bad. Like, I kind of would like a little something to play with, you know. Ace Queen, we're all in here in the 320 against Ace 8. Good. Great, let's go, man. Oh, we get a 75 bounty as well. I didn't know if we had them covered or not. We do. We do have them covered. The old check raise again. Do I get a call? Yo, Startup Tim, what's up, brother? Channeling some luck for you. Thank you very much, man. I think we call. We pick up the gutter. We're just getting such a good price here. I mean, 4-1. Pair, gutter. Some bluffs on our opponent's range. I think we call. Now on the river, do we want to bluff here? Right, do we want to turn a hand into a bluff? We could jam river, hoping our opponent picked up a 10 if they check. But when they shove, it's a fold, right? Yeah. Just had to make sure we don't have a straight. We do not. We're on the bubble here of this Super 215. Second bullet in this tournament, but with a shot, first place will be about 10,000. So, yeah, things are good, Startup Tim. Having a good day, man. Raise 3-bet, 4-bet, 5-bet, folds. 8 for pain and punishment. 8 for pain and punishment. 3-big at a call. We go to a 9-9-5 flop. We're just going to bet. With our A7. I think it's a bad enough hand that we just want to bet this one. We can check some hands that are continuing and some check folds, but I don't think this one. And we'll just check on the turn now. I don't think a great candidate to check raise here. Blocking the flush draw as well. Jack 9 in the big blind. Yeah, congrats on that round, though, Alex. I think hopefully this week I can get some sticks. Although my brothers are visiting this weekend for the F1, so it might be next week anyways. But we're going to call here on the bubble-ish. A6. I was thinking about 3-betting too, but I think calling is fine. And we're going to finally call with this Jack 9 when it gets to us. And check fold on a pretty against middle position. Yeah, I think fold is okay. If he goes check, check, I think we need to overbet river. But it's a barrel. Okay, I'll fold. I will fold. We need to buy new art. True, bro. I gotta update the avatar. I do have some new art actually. In front of the stream. What's that, man?
I do need to update the avatar. The new work is coming to the house right now, so. Okay, I'm so tired of losing a poker all day. I hope you kill it today, man. Hope to check in later. Catch you in a deep run. Cheers, bro. Hang in there, man. Tough days. I know what it feels like. Hang in there. And onwards, bro. We're going to be all in against Wald Rambo. Ace Jack King 5. Suited, liking this lineup. To get back to a reasonable stack. Pain and punishment. Should look at Golf Avenue. Oh, I've never heard of it. Okay, I'll check it out. Golf Avenue is where I want to go, I think. And delivered to your place. Well, that sounds nice. That's exactly what I need. Check raise here against the bounty. Friend of the stream, streamer here on Twitch. All the stuff, but of course, pretty good hand. How about a heart, man? All right, all in the grand. Sevens against Vojtek. Queens. Oh, come on. Okay, it came on, or did it? It did. Okay. All right. We run hot there. We run hot. Listen, you can't win every hand. This is true. Supernova, dropping the 7-month resub. What's up, Supernova? How's it going? Welcome, welcome. Thank you so much for the reset of the channel. 7 months. These rented clubs were so bad too. They weren't even like, it wasn't a set of iron. Like there was no driver. It was like a 5-wood and an old brick putter and like just a hodgepodge of some different irons. You know, it was just not, it's just not enough, bro. It's just not enough. We have a flush. That's too tight of a fold. Ace Jack against Ace. No! On the bubble, dude. On the bubble. Queen 10, we take it down in the 1K. Oh, on the bubble, big pot there for a $75 bounty too, man. We're short on the bubble now, but we have 3.4 million in the grand. I made a bad fold. I just open folded Jack 9 in the small blind in this 320 because I had, I don't know. I was overwhelmed, I guess, for a second. We're going to go all in the small blind. Ace 9. We're going to register this 1K now. There's 104 minutes left as well. Did we get a bounty there? No. We're going to go all in with Ace Queen on the bubble, but Ace Queen is just too good of a hand to consider not. So table 5 is a 1K. Good luck. Call. Covering for the bounty for sure. Good start. Gotta dodge a bit. Oh, bro. Come on, man. Well, there's been a lot of not very good stuff happening at the same time. But hopefully we have some good things happening there. We just lost a lot of all-ins, but we did suck out in the most important one, which is the grand. We bet and call the check raise. I think check. When they just flat flop instead of check raise, it really makes me want to bet here, but I think I have a lot of better candidates to bet. You know, like all of the broadways basically are better barrels than ace queen. Ace seven, ace eight is a better barrel as well. So we get to the river. Do we want to bluff? Probably. Yeah, we probably do need to try here. In that, like I said, a lot of those hands bet on the turn. So the question is like, what hands bluff on the river here? There's just not that many. They don't bluff the turn, you know. Ace seven, ace eight, keep betting. King queen probably keeps betting on the turn often is the thing, but not always. So I think our bluffs on the river are primarily ace x, and we're primarily targeting a six or a deuce, which is the most likely hand that Vojtek has. They sniff out the bluff there, but I think it's okay by us. Bubble-ish here. Maybe we can find the flats. I think we will. 187.50 bounty, but it's almost a 30 blind jam. I think it's a fold. That's pretty painful, dudes. Come on, man. I can't cope, bro. We bubble. Man, a lot of bad stuff in a row. A lot. We'll get the super 50. No. Yeah. Super 55. Okay, we got time. We get the super 55. I thought it was out of late reg, but no, we got it. We're going to go on a 5-minute break. When you come back, we're going to continue on. We still got the grand stack with 2.7 million, which is good. Very short in the super 530. One bounty chipped up in the 320. 2.5 stacks here in this 530 bounty. And then chipped up just a tiny bit here in the 1K. Poker Staples on Twitch. Be back in a few minutes. Stay with me. I don't know why it does that. Check. Yo, what's going
And
on? We're
probably
back. Let's get it. Let's go. Let's get it. Let's go. Thanks all for watching. The grands, 15 to 32 and 20 pay. Bunch of short stacks. We've got some hope, though. We got some chances around the felt as well. So let's make it count. AYA raises and a call. I think I fold this multi-way. We do cover for bounties. Okay. I'm going to call. In a freeze out, I'm probably just going to fold this A7. Probably. King 6 in the big blind. Defend for tree fitty. Check fold. How about the ace 5 then? We'll raise it up. And we're going to go on with ace 9. 4 blinds here. Let's see how we get on. The bad run continues, unfortunately. No bounties or anything for us. We're out of the Super 530. GG on that one. Let's well get the Magnificent 77 as a side grind. This is a good flop, though, in the Super 55. So why don't we play this one up? I think we 4-bet 9s here. This is an all-in for 8 blinds. I think 9s are ahead of this. I think, and we are flipping it up, chat. Big flip here. Fine start. They have 22% going to the river. 1 and 5. Let's go. Take that down in the 1K, and we get a 1250 bounty. Plus some chips here up to 84,000. Let's go. Gonna fold that king queen very multi-way in the Super 320. I think is a good idea. Let's raise it up with ace 10 of hearts. Yo, Ricardo Robles Gonzalez. Ricardo, thank you so much, man. I appreciate that. Guess a love of the chat for the 4-month resub with that prime. Ricardo, thank you very much, man. And thank you for the good luck as well. Get 3 bets. We call. I mean, it's quite a big 3 bet here. It's almost 5x, but ace 10 suited is a really good hand. If I had ace 10 offsuit against such a big sizing, I think folding is justifiable for sure, but not suited. 399 on the flop. Pretty awkward here. I think we're right on the edge with this hand. We're right on the edge because in our range we also have king queen suited, king jack suited, king 10 suited, queen jack suited, queen 10 suited, jack 10 suited. We probably have a few worse suited aces as well. So when we're getting 3-1 odds in position, we can't be folding a huge portion of our range, right? So we bluff on the turn now. Our ace queen in the grand, raise, take it down, which is fine. We probably have lost on that card for sure. I don't see enough reason to bet. I think if we bet, we fold out very weirdly played small pairs and then like ace queen. I think we just check and often we lose to something tens. Interesting. Maybe we could get tens to fold actually. There's some sense in that too. I think they played their hand totally well with tens. I think. Yeah, interesting one. Bad run out for us. We probably beat a better king. Or a worse king, sorry. No, ace 9. Ace 9. Okay. Thought maybe that hand would have bluffed at some point or something, but... Well, that 2.7 million in the grand. 28 left and 20 pay, chat. 28 left, 20 pay. We're in 14th position. And I'm in pretty close to the grand cash on the board, but we've got some battling to do here. And we got second place last week, so we're kind of thinking about winning the tournament as opposed to cashing it, you know? That said, nines here, interesting. So I don't think there's much ICM at this point, right? It's a small field. We're 8 off the money. It's not even considered the bubble. So my first impression with nines is to jam, and I think chip PV, that's the right answer. So I'm just trying to figure out if there's any reason why I should not take that line. You know, like you don't necessarily want to jam into just better pairs and then fold out worse pairs, but we fold out a ton of equity here of like queen jack folds, king jack folds, king queen folds, by the way, probably. In theory, it probably needs to call, but it folds in practice. Yeah, I think it's an all-in. Good luck. Good luck, Dottie. We 3-bet ace queen as well in this 530 bounty, and we pick up ace king the grands. Action hand on action hand. This will be a 3-bet less than all in, unless it goes raise call or raise 3-bet, in which case we'll be all in. But like, ace king is a strong enough hand that we want to induce 4 bets, right? It's not vulnerable enough post flop that we need to like push out hands. You know, if it's ace queen offsuit here, we might just go for the jam. 3-bet Talal. And a call. King, queen, 6 on the flop. We do some checking, but I don't think with ace king it's a great idea. Pick it a call, do some hearts on the turn. I think we check to side. This is a difficult spot for sure against a jam here. I think we should bet this river. What I don't know what to do is against a raise. But we'll bet and then decide what to do. Take it down. Let's go. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Because Talal's range on that river contains a lot of king X and queen X one pair hands, you know? There's a lot of one pair hands there. Up to 80,000 in the 320 super. We won a pot, which is nice. We're up to 4 million now in the grand, so looking pretty good. Make the money. We're not there, but like, you know, we're off to a good start. Jack 5 deuce, we're going to check raise. So things have started to turn a little bit here. King in the turn, check. Still like our hand, still probably the best hand, but like check the turn I think is right. Check the river. Whoo. Okay. Okay. Dodged a bit of a bullet there, 61,000. Jamie, what was the most difficult time in your poker journey, and did you ever almost quit? I mean, I think pretty much every poker pro goes through a day or two a year where you're just like, man, I don't know if I want to play this game anymore, you know? So I think that's pretty normal, but like, have I actually ever been really close to quitting the game? Not really. I guess the spot that would have been closest is that in my first year of university, it was my third year of post-secondary. It was my first year at the university. I got involved in some research around poker where I was doing a research project and I was actually co-author on a paper about it. And so, you know, I had the opportunity to basically do academic research around poker stuff. And that would have been like, you know, an interesting career path. It was like way too bureaucratic and political for me. And I ended up basically working a job for no money when I really loved poker and could make money playing poker. So I'm glad I didn't go down that path, but like there was an opportunity to go down an academic route where I just gain knowledge, you know, and try and crush school basically. So yeah, I think call in the river here is fine with 8-7. Fours. Tough table, but we'll give it an open anyways. But yeah, I don't know. That was just extra interest. It's never like fallen out of favor so much from me that I didn't want to play the game. You know, but definitely like from my 6th or 7th year in the game of poker, I had more hobbies than just poker, right? And so that was not true of the first 5 or 6 years. It was just poker was the only thing I was doing in my life. And thankfully now I've been able to broaden the scope of what I'm doing to where I have other aspects of my life that are worth living for outside of this game, you know? So that's good, you know? And I think that allows for longevity in that, you know, I don't want to retire from playing poker right now. Um, like in my life, I mean. I'm not planning on it. But I plan to shift the amount of time I spend on specific activities when it makes sense, you know? Like some percentage of my behavior in poker is because of the financial upside, right? So as the finances become less important at a different stage of my life, probably that effort will lessen a little bit, but never completely because poker is my passion. I like poker. And I think I'm pretty good at poker. And so I'd like to continue to compete into the future. But I probably won't like, you know, grind a random Wednesday later in life. You know what I mean? Like that's something that I'm doing now because I know it's a good thing for this Twitch channel. I know it's good for my sponsors, and I know it's the right thing to do. But like, you know, if I was if I had reached my sort of financial dreams, I wouldn't be doing it. You know, I wouldn't be doing that on a Wednesday. I'd still show up for the big days, I think. But who knows? I don't know. Like we'll have to see when I get there, right? Basically. Can't really know for sure until I'm there. Hope that answer was interesting somewhat. You been to Playground yet? Not since I moved back here, but I have been to Playground a few times. Love it. Awesome room. Awesome room, awesome staff. It's just great. Nothing but great things to say about Playground, man. How'd your brother do today? I'm not sure. I don't know how Matt did today. $11-25 in the grand. Interesting. We get 3-bet. Pretty excited about this hand. Let's run it. Wow. A lot of big hands, bro. I mean, listen. This is a big hand after big hand. All right. Small bet there. No action, though. Okay. What'd you expect sometimes? That's all right. Let's limp in with the 10-7. I was watching the Party Poker stream last night when Matty asked the final two tables. It was so sick when he busted. He played exceptionally well. He did, man. I think he played great. Nice, loose, aggressive poker, you know. I think made really good decisions. Got unlucky in quite a few spots from my point of view anyways. But totally held his own. And hey, I mean, still a good payday. Like, of course it's painful. He would love to get the win, but at the end of the day, when he comes home from Barcelona, he's going to made some bands. Spent some time in a great city, had a great showing, did everyone proud. I think he'll still be able to come away feeling good about things, but so close to an extra, 230,000 euros. Like, pretty sick. Wimping with King 8. Serve with the check call here. A deuce back to the grand. 10 to 25 here. Let's put this in the title. 10 of 25 in the 1,050 grand. Okay. 22,500 for the win today. I think I'm going to fold sixes. It's right on the edge, but jam stack. When they squeeze, we get squeezed out often. Let's go to the grand. The best hand in poker goes raise, call, call. Think we want to squeeze less than all in here. Probably. We block all the good hands from our opponents. If we jam, we're going to get too many folds, probably, right? But Mark might do it for us here. Mark squeezes less than all in. It's kind of weird as to what we do. What a tune, man. I'm liking it. Quite progressive. Let's go to the Kings and the 1K here. Talatov goes for the raise to 1,000. Big pair store. A lot of big pairs getting sells. What's up, brother? How are you, man? Good to see you as always. 4 bets. Don't think we want to go like small sizing or whatever. I think this is with 30 blinds. It's going to be a 4 bet all in. And we get a call against queens. Let's go. It could have been aces, bro. That could have been aces, but thankfully it's queens. Green's good. We win. Green is good. All right. So we're up to 28,000 or so. 2.8 starting stacks in the 1K. That's good. Go to the ace king here in the super 55. Good hand. Right? Pretty good hand. Definitely a 4 betting hand. For sure. Okay, take it down against the 3-bet bluff. Or the 3-bet fold, you know. Maybe it wasn't a bluff, but if they 4-bet, then it didn't have enough equity. But we 3-bet the 10s against Miss Granger. And we call. I didn't really want to have to do this for 40 blinds, but I thought pre-flop it played better to 3-bet than flat. And we're forced into this spot. Unfortunately, 8 or 10, 23%. Not bad. We've got outs, dude. Oh, let's go. Let's go. Run some hot, chat. All right. Well, we almost have 5 stacks on the 1K. That's very lucky. Listen. I know luck when I see it, and that's it right there. Talal goes for a pretty big raise on the button here, 2.6. Huh. Interesting. Interesting. Oh, man. Come on, internet. I think we're good. I think it was just a momentary disconnect. It's back. Want to see what happened? What happened to the ace-ace? What table is the ace-ace, dude? I don't even remember. Oh, yeah, they all folded. They all folded in the grand shot. Did you shove? Okay. 11 to 25. I think fold is all right. We lose to 8-10, which makes a pair on the river. But we value bet the turn, which is kind of fun. Markdowns goes for the raise. We're going to fold here. We are Bubble Fell official here in the grand. 11-24 right now. Final three tables. First place is 22,500. Last week we got second place in this tournament. This week we're going to win it. We're also 16th place in this 1K, which is $1 million in the prize pool. So we've definitely got some stack potential happening right now on the felt. This is not a joke. Big moments. Folds. Stream's okay, right? It came back. Everything's fine, chat. Everything's working for you guys. Let me know. I think it was. I think it was just a 15-second. The thing is, dude, you know how many viewers we lose? What happened, bro? Did we get a host or something? Whoa. Did someone go offline? For maybe like Party Poker stream went on dinner break or something? And then the disconnect, we're right back to 473. That's weird, dude. Usually that's like someone going offline or something. But I see... Getting Sos, thanks for that 18 months. I don't know if I got the thanks out for you, Getting Sos, but I appreciate it, man. I don't see any raids or anything. Who went offline? Must be like Party Poker stream went on quick break or something. I don't know. But the disconnect kind of knocked it all out immediately. Boom. Like that. Bad internet in Canada. It doesn't hold a stick to a lot of Central and Eastern Europe for sure. Doesn't do very well compared to like Romania or Austria, Bulgaria, Germany, Hungary. But, you know, it's okay in the city. I haven't had very many problems. Ace 10 against King 6 for a 1750 bounty. Bad flop. More hope on the turn. Rip city.gov, man. See, now it's bouncing back a little bit as well. Interesting, hey? Interesting day on the viewership graph. Talal has a lot of chips. 9.3 million. All right, we're going to go down to the aces in the Super 320 while we wait for some grand hands. We're 10 of 22, though. We are 2 off the money. I don't think we're gonna win this hand. They jam, we fold, right? I don't think bluffing is a good idea for us either. They have more nines by a lot. They could check at 9, trying to get max value here as well. Check, check. All right. We chop this. Good news. Like, I think it's quite sneaky to check a straight there. Right? I think it's kind of sneaky. Probably have a better chance of getting a bluff from, like, some broadways than getting called by a bunch of the range. Ace 4 in the big blind, 10 to 22. We are going to play a pot against Talal. It's not a very fun pot on the bubble here, because we have to overfold every street, which is kind of not fun. But I think it's too good of a hand to fold against a button open. We call flop and then decide what to do on the turn. Nice. This is probably a spot where we might get a double up. And then sometimes we bubble if Talal has a ace 9 or ace 7 or something like that, right? But like, it's a good spot to just call here. We don't want to see a heart on the river particularly. We still may have to call down though. Oh, it's just the worst river in the deck, man. The 8 of hearts completes all the straight draws and flush draws. Some of the 2 pairs check as well. They don't even bluff, or they don't even value bet. Like 9-8 probably checks here on the river instead of betting. I bet when we see a check there that we're beating like a middling 2 pair. I could be crazy, but... Gonna 4-bet here. I'll tell you what it is in a sec, just in this spot. Take it down with a 4-bet. That's good. It was ace queen. Such a sick river, man. I mean, it's just like, if we get jammed on, I think we have to fold, right? Pretty sick. Gene, do you think the average player would benefit from one table versus multiple? Average is a made-up concept, you know? Like, what does average mean? It's different for different people, I think, Cucino. So I think there's a middle ground, right? It doesn't have to be all the way of, like, mass tabling or one tabling only. I think that, for me, I can play 2 tables in my sleep, you know? I can play 4 tables in my sleep. So, for me, the difference between 1 and 2 table is not existent when it comes to tournaments. For some people, like... I would say if you're
newer to the game of poker, right? Like, just try and think about what your goals are. Are your goals to mass table $10 tournaments and make, X amount per hour? Probably not. Probably your goal is to get to some higher level in the game of poker, right? Play slightly higher stakes, compete for slightly higher prize pools, improve. And like, I think the fastest way to do that is to play an amount of tables where you have the opportunity to really focus and concentrate and think through hands and see what people are doing and learn from it, right? It's not mass tabling. So if you want to get to a higher level, play less tables. If you want to maximize the amount of money you make at a certain level and you're winning at that level for sure, then just max your tables. You know? That's probably the approach I would recommend, whatever it is you're trying to solve for. I would take into account your own personal like attention span as well. A lot of people in poker have ADHD, so sometimes maybe playing two tables might be easier than playing one table for some people to be able to play well. All right, hand for hand continues. 6 of 22. Great spot. Pocket twos. This is in a 530 bounty, multi-day. I think all in is the right move here. Good luck. Because against every hand that's raised folding, we're flipping. So it's just like you get maximum reward for fold equity here with twos. Now, of course, they have all these pairs that are going to raise call, but they don't necessarily just raise call pocket fives in that spot, right? They might choose to play fives a little differently, either limp jam or just open jam or something like that, right? So I like it. Hand for hand continues, 6 of 22. Let's go to the aces here. Matinho can't help himself. Come on, Matinho. Let's go. Let's go, baby. Slow play continues on the flop, though, right? I don't think we want to back raise here, man. I think we just call. It's just going to be a lot of money in the pot going to the flop with the best hand in poker. We have the second nuts, chat. We all know what the nuts is. Quad threes. And if you got quad threes, honestly, take it and more. Take it and more. I'm going to give you some money out of pocket if you got quad threes. Small bit on the flop, we call. Turn is check, check. And then river. I don't know what they'll do. Well, they have some bluffs here on the turn, though, on the queen, King, jack, king 10, jack 10 continues sometimes. When they have hearts, but we have the ace of hearts. So it's just really hard for them to have the goods. We go for it on the river. Try and get max from a queen, right? I don't think it makes sense to bet like half pot or something. I think you just go all in because you're only getting called by a queen, basically. Or an ace, but it's hard to have an ace.
Take it down to the 1K. Okay, King Jack all in against Ace 4 in the Super 55. We are dead. 1250 bounty in that one, but the end of our journey in the tournament. It's okay, though. We have 6 stacks in this 1K. We have just under 6 stacks in this 1K. Raise up 10-9 suited as well. 6 of 22. A couple sweats.